Hello everyone, this is Red Mage 761 and we're continuing on to part 2 of our Dark Souls walkthrough. In this episode we're going to show you how to get the Crimson Armor set and we're going to defeat the Tauren Demon. We're going to get some help from a friendly player though. So right now I'm just showing you some items that's in Lodron laying around. Got some humanity, fire bombs, souls, and few other items we're gonna get. To get the fire bombs, just head down the path I'm heading. It'll be all the way at the end. And there's a reason why I'm doing these walkthroughs. I enjoyed the Dark Souls series very much. Also, here's our second NPC merchant really, but you kind of have to join the Covenant in order to buy some things from them.
I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
All you do is just gotta keep talking to him until he asks if you want to join his covenant, which I believe is the Way of the White. That covenant allows you to see more summon signs, I believe. So, I looked it up on the wiki, but there's more about covenants if you want to look them up on your own. But yeah, I enjoy doing these, playing this game, and I enjoy playing Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. Also, this walkthrough is to help people that want to pick this game up but became discouraged because it's too hard or they died a lot. And this is just a really fun game, especially if you enjoy RPGs.
A covenant with the gods.
So I joined this covenant for now because I do enjoy having help every now and then from other players.
Now let me share.
Because I do believe this allows you to see more summon signs. Also, I learned his Jester. But yeah, as you can tell, he sells miracles, which if you started off as a cleric, you can buy more miracles from him, or if you plan on going down that path. But just so you know, you do have to join his covenant in order to buy them. Yeah, like I was right, Way of the White Covenant. So if you follow up these stairs and head down this elevator shaft, don't worry. This is where some more items are. You can get a cracked red eye orb, which lets you invade other players' worlds. Take one of their humanities and all their souls. Also, you get a Morning Star and Talisman. Talisman's used to cast miracles. Some Homeworn Bone that lets you return back to the last bonfire you rested at. And Lloyd Talisman, which I believe blocks Estus recoveries in the area. So as you go down, do want to run all the way back to the bonfire. We got some skeletons we can't fight just yet. But keep an eye on your stamina, guys. That's kind of important. That does all your actions. You have that for all your actions. You run out, you can't really do anything until it builds up again. So I'm just heading back, picking up some items that I missed. Pretty much they're just souls to the Lost Undead, I believe, both of them. But yeah, I do plan on doing a high dex build for this character with some intelligence, atonement, and some strength. Kind of have to have some strength for some weapons that I'm going to use in this build. So we're going to head down back to New Londo Ruins, but instead of going off to the left, we're going to go off to the right, head to a new area called Blighttown. This is where you're going to need that master key that I mentioned in the first walkthrough. If you didn't get the master key, you can't get to that area until later on in the game. But yeah, the Crimson Armor set, it's pretty good. It can last you up until mid, even late game if you even upgrade it. It's a decent protection piece of armor that you can use early to mid game and still be fine. And if you upgrade it, you might even be able to use it to late game maybe. But right now I'm gonna equip some Homeward Bone because I don't feel like offing myself this time. But yeah, you see that green light in the distance? Yeah, that's, if you died there, that's where your souls are. And if you had any humanity, you can pick them up, but you might die in the process of getting them again. See, we used the master key to open that door. Got a large soul of a nameless soldier. As you're crossing this bridge, you can go off to the left along this ledge. There is 3 items over there. One of them is a Dragon Crest shield. It's a very good shield. I could come and get it, but I don't feel like getting it right now. In order to get it, you can walk up there. There's a sleeping dragon, unfortunately. You can get all 3 items, you just have to be very careful and walk very slowly. Just don't get the item that's next to his jaw first. That will wake him up. As you're going through here, you want to run. Don't stop. You can't fight them. They can pretty much take you out with 1 to 2 hits. Also, they do cause your poison to build up. Just keep on going all the way across this area until you see a ladder and climb down. In order to go down fast on the ladders, all you gotta do is once you get on them, you just hold B and you'll slide right down. Oh, I didn't get any souls from that. Yeah, I'll avoid that guy. You see what I'm talking about by sliding down. One of the big golem guys, they fell, but I didn't get any souls. But I just dropped down instead of going down the ladders because we have a few enemies that can do some decent damage and cause poison. But as soon as you drop down to this area, you see these tree logs. Yeah, cross those, but be careful because you can fall. Avoid this guy, and here's as soon as you keep going down this path, you have the items that I'm talking about. Crimson armor set with the 10 banishment catalyst and a sorcery called Remedy, which completely heals you of your toxin buildup or poison buildup or even bleed buildup. So we're here back at Firelink Shrine, and I'm going to show you how the Crimson Armor set. So, as you can tell with all the blue, it is quite of improvement to what we're wearing before. So that's always a good thing to have more defense for magic, physical, flame, or lightning. Unfortunately though, they do drop depending on what you're wearing, they do drop your bleed and poison resist, but you can always get that back up just by leveling up. But our black leather gloves are obviously better than the crimson gloves. So as you can see, it's all this does weigh a little bit heavier. It is increasing my equipment load. As you can tell, I have kind of a sluggish roll going on. That is not my preferred roll, so I'm gonna switch off and rearrange things until I start rolling a decent amount. As you can tell there, I'm rolling pretty fast. There's 3 different types of rolls. I can't show you the third one. That's the fat roll. I will be able to show you that later. And I was trying to see if I can wear all pieces of armor item, but I couldn't. And now I'm pretty satisfied here. So yeah, I'm gonna use all the souls that I obtain, and then I'm gonna head back down to New Londo Ruins to buy me a sorcery. Like I told you, I'm gonna be working on the sorcery path to a point. Not mainly focus on it, Well, I am gonna put points in intelligence. But yeah, just tell me what you think so far of these walkthroughs. This is my first walkthrough I'm doing, guys. I haven't done anything like this, but this game does deserve a walkthrough. In my personal opinion, it is one of the best RPGs I have ever played. I really did enjoy it. I've beaten it a couple of times. My main playthrough is a high strength build, which with the weapon I have plus 15, it can literally flatten anyone that comes across me. Granted, it's a slow attack, but it does flatten them, and it even staggers your bosses, the big guys too, once you get it to that point. But yeah, I equipped the Sorcerer's Catalyst, and I was doing a sluggish roll, so I just got rid of the headgear for now. As long as you keep increasing your endurance, you'll be able to increase your equipment load as well. So yeah, I'm heading back down to New Londo Ruins to go see Vinwell or Vinhelm. Can't really remember his name. He's that smith that sells sorcery items. If y'all have any comments or concerns, just leave a comment. Let me know. And if you want me to wield a certain weapon, you can always look it up on the Dark Souls wiki. I can try to wield it for you. Different playstyle, because each weapon has a different playstyle. You have to always adjust your playstyle to each weapon you want to use.
Ah, what weapons have you brought?
Yeah, we still can't have any of our weapons upgraded because we don't have any Titanite shards.
Come back soon.
But here, I'm just trying to get some souls to at least level up once. The weapon I'm going to show you how to get, the Drake Sword. You're going to need at least 16th strength to be able to wield it with one hand. I'm hoping I can get that in this episode. I don't think I'll be able to get the Drake Sword, but I'm hoping to get the 16th strength. And you don't have to go along with the build that I'm doing. You can build yours any way you want. You can have high strength, high intelligence, high dex, high faith. But like I said, I do suggest you investing in endurance and vitality for the most part. Because those are the two stats that you always want to increase. But yeah, the Drake Sword, you can use it in early game. It's great for new players. It's not that great in mid to late game once you start upgrading other weapons that have better scaling with your strength or dex. So yeah, here I used one of my humanities to put it in the bank. As you can see, it went from 0, 0 to 0, 1. And now it's back to 0, 0. But when you use your humanity at the bonfire to reverse hollowing, it turns you back to human. What that does, like how we picked up the cracked red eye orb, that lets you invade. You have to be human to invade or to see soul summon signs, or even to leave a summon sign for you to be summoned to help other players. But yeah, I increased my endurance. I thought about strength, but I figured I needed another. I need to increase my endurance so that way I can wear more gear. I was able to put on the Crimson Armor gloves, even though they're not as much protection, but it still gives me some protection. So as you go up these stairs, we're going to continue on, go to the next bonfire. I was trying to parry this guy. I couldn't do it. I don't know why. I was failing miserably. As you can see, parrying it can be really challenging if you don't time it right, and you can take a lot of damage. So yeah, after you get rid of this guy, you want to be careful. You're going to have another guy drop down off you on the ladder. You got a guy throwing fire bombs at you. This guy's going to be a little bit stronger, but I actually get a parry successfully here. Every time when you parry like that, you hear that noise that you just heard, you want to riposte immediately by using your light attack. So yeah, I'm just going to switch to the Sources Catalyst to get rid of this guy that's throwing fire bombs at me. Just screw that guy. But yeah, as soon as you get close enough, there's going to be a guy that's going to come up with a battle axe. And then you have this one last guy that's going to be attacking you on his stairs. Just be careful. He can jump and land on you and stagger you a little bit. He has done that to me a couple of times. So, careful here. There's this poison rat. When he attacks, he will cause your poison to build up. As you can see, he hit me and he built it up a little bit. You don't want to get poison or toxic, because that can last a while. Poison, it doesn't last as long. Toxic will last a long time, and also it takes a lot of health out of you. So yeah, let's continue on. Once you get up these stairs, you're going to have some enemies right in your face. But yeah, let's take these out, dispose of them very easily. Because if you line it up right, you can take out enemies with 1 to 2 shots. Yeah, careful of that guy. He does throw fire bombs. Then you have another guy that's in there with a shield and a sword. So what I did here, I was trying to do a plunging dive attack. That didn't work so well. Still disposed of him, but if you did the plunge and dive attack and landed it right on him, it would have took him out immediately. Just careful here, you got 2 guys coming up off the ledge. You won't be able to attack them immediately until they do get on the ground. If they're on the ledge still, like slowly coming up, you can't get them. So right here, you got 2 guys on the ledge. You can easily dispose of them by just knocking them down. Not these guys, you have to take them out. They climb up as soon as you start knocking the other 2 down. And got some rubbish going on over here. You don't have to pick it up. I picked it up because I believe it's a trade item with that crow's nest I showed you in the Undead Asylum. We can always go back there, and I'll show you how later. So yeah, we just picked up some humanity. And I forgot an item that was right here. So you drop down, get an item for souls. So, and then you just head back around. Yeah, I'm hoping as you watch these walkthroughs, this will help you beat this game, especially if it's your first time. To me, when I beat this game the first time, it was felt very satisfied. It's one of those self-accomplished games that if you really enjoy RPGs, this will make you feel very satisfied once you beat it because of the challenge and difficulty that there is here. Also, it doesn't matter how much you equipped your, not equipped, but upgrade your weapons and armor. Yes, it's important to upgrade them, but it doesn't matter how much you upgrade them because it all depends on your playstyle as well. You can literally have all your armor and your weapons upgraded to the max and still die a lot by just doing reckless stuff like I'm doing right now. Just getting hit constantly. If you're not careful and you're being reckless, you will die. A lot. But yeah, be careful of that guy firing that crossbow at you. Take him out as soon as you can, but hold your shield up too, because he can stagger you sometimes if he hits you in the face. And here's the next bonfire, but I decided, since there was some summon signs here, I decided to summon someone. Hopefully they can help us defeat the Tauren demon. Also, this guy hoping maybe get the Havel's ring early on. Havel's ring, it increases your equipment load by a significant amount. That way you can wear heavier equipment but still roll pretty fast. And I'll be pretty happy if he does. So yeah, as we're summoning them, sometimes the summoning fails, sometimes it goes through. You never know if it's going to go through or not, you just have to wait and try. But we got ourselves the summon succeeded, and I'm going to bow. As he waves, and we're going to continue on. So yeah, I'm just going to follow Hell. Seems like he knows what he's doing. Definitely one-shotting these guys. There's some items around here laying around, but since he's just pretty much running through this, I'll show you those items later. More than likely in the next episode. But yeah, he's one-shotting these guys. So yeah, he's going to take on the Black Knight for us, which is by yourself really challenging. But if you have help, you can definitely do it. And as he killed the Black Knight, we got a Black Knight sword and a Titanic chunk. Which Titanic chunk are used for upgrading, but they're used for upgrading past plus 10 weapons, like plus 11 to plus 14. And the Black Knight sword, you need a high strength and a high dex to wield it properly. A lot of weapons you can wield if you need a higher strength for it, as long as you two-hand it. So I want to say you get half your strength added to your strength total. If you need a high dex for a weapon and you don't meet the requirements for it, you can't wield it until you get the dex requirements set. So we are going to take on Havel the Rock, which means you need that master key to open that door as well. As you can tell, I used the Estus flask because that guy was hurt and Havel can do some decent damage. And if you drink the Estus flask and you have a person helping you, you do heal them. He easily disposed of Havel. And here we go, the Havel ring. Well, Havel's ring anyways. So we're heading back up and we're going to take out the Tauren demon. This guy's very nice. He's helping us get certain items we can't get until later on in the game. Oh yeah, there's a chameleon there that drops upgraded material. And to me, I will rage more if I miss those chameleons than losing 10 humanity. Because upgraded material are very rare to get. And you also won't be able to buy many until you get to Andolu. I can't pronounce the name. It's where the giant blacksmith is at, and he does sell decent amount of upgraded materials, but it costs a decent amount of souls. So yeah, I healed because he took some damage up there. I climbed up here, was hoping that the Tauren Demon would come when he got over there, but he didn't, so I had to head that way. So I was trying to do a plunging attack on him, get that Tauren Demon to come over to me and just stab him in the face. But we're gonna let this guy do his thing, and he takes it out with no problem. Do the Joy Jester. Get a humanity and some homeworn bone with some 3,000 souls, which we're going to use to level up at the end of this. So you got an item right there. If you break those boxes, head down these stairs and we're about to meet the icon of Dark Souls, Solar the Night. Praise the sun.
You don't look hollow, far from it.
If you talk to him and say yes to both of the decisions, he'll give you a white sign soapstone, which allows you to go and see.
Seek my very own son.
My bad. Allows you to go and put your summon sign down, so that way you can help other players like we just got help from. But you have to talk to him again. He's going to ask about your decision. You say yes. He's going to ask you again. And then you say yes. And that's when you get the white sign soapstone.
A land brimming with hollows. Could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
So obviously I said yes, because I do like to help other people, and I am going to try to place the white sign, my summon sign down,
well then,
in order to help other people at certain areas. And then here we had a bit of a recording issue. I couldn't get the rest of his dialogue. My recorder was messing up for some reason, so I just started back there. So we're gonna head across that bridge. That door, don't worry about it, that leads into the depths. I'll show you that later. But as soon as you cross this bridge, you want to run and stick along the side, the edge, because you're going to have that Drake from earlier breathe fire down. If you're not fast enough, you will die from the main effect. But I got a little crisp still. And then as you're heading down these set of stairs, ladders, kick down the ladder and go down, and there's a shortcut back to that bridge. So we'll finally light in this bonfire, and I'm gonna show you kindling. As you see, I have 4 Estus flasks. What kindling does, normally a bonfire allows you to have 5. Kindling increases the max Estus flasks you have, and to kindle even more you have to have a rite of kindling, which brings that up to plus 20 Estus flasks. So now I'm going to use all the souls that I've found that's in my inventory, just so I can go ahead and level up. But yes, if you do enjoy and like my videos, please subscribe, leave a like at the bottom. And you don't have to continue on with the same way I'm leveling up my character. You can build it however you want. It doesn't matter. And we're gonna... Next episode, I'm gonna show you how to get the Drake Sword. I'm gonna show you a few more items that's lying around in this area. I want to say the Undead Burg or Undead Parish. I can't remember which. But as you see, I increased my endurance to 15. I like to have everything at 0 or 5. Couldn't quite get my strength up, so I'm just gonna farm. I'm not gonna show that on camera, but I am gonna farm so I can get my strength to 16. I might increase a few more of my stats, and if you want to, you can do the same. And I'll see you next time, guys. Show you how to get the Drake Sword, which is a pretty powerful weapon. You are gonna need a short sword for that. Well, this is Red Mage 761 signing out. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoy.